Greetings, David Daoud of Compliance Standards on a brief summary of our latest research. As you know, AI-powered computing is certainly the crown jewels of today's hardware innovation, featuring NPU-accelerated workflows, smart cameras, on-device translation, you name it. But outside of a few enterprise pockets, consumers aren't really biting, and sales from leading OEMs like Dell, HP, Lenovo, etc. continue to underwhelm, and it's not for lack of technology. That's because the real-world use case for the average buyer isn't there yet. Meanwhile, the refurbished PC market is on fire. What was once a back-channel second-tier option is now a legitimate mainstream alternative, and that's certainly creating a quiet but powerful disruption in how devices are bought, how they're sold, and how they're perceived across the channels. For ITAD executives, the opportunity is obvious, but deceptively hard. Your core business may have been compliance, secure asset handling, but the door is now open to own part of the front-end device economy. The demand is there. And so the question is, can you evolve your positioning and delivery to actually compete with what I considered are curated consumer platforms like Back Market, for instance? For IT leaders in enterprise, this shift kind of reflects a broader economic reality. Your organizations may be deploying AI-capable systems internally, but your users and SMB partners, for example, are still buying refurbished, cheap, reliable, and increasingly attractive systems. Understanding this disconnect will be key to planning refresh cycles and, of course, planning downstream IT policies. And for OEMs, the alarm bells should be clearly ringing, right? Problem is you're no longer just competing with each other, just the way it used to track you. You're actually competing with your own legacy hardware, now dressed up, obviously, and remarketed through polished refurb marketplaces that have things like 12-month warranties and killer price points, right? If you're not actively managing your secondary market strategy, you're not just leaving money on the table, you're actually losing control of what's always been your narrative. So we've published a report on this topic, which we titled AI PCs versus refurbished systems, Diverging Trajectories in a Saturated Market. The report dives into what's driving that shift, why refurbished systems are outperforming, and clearly how consumer expectations have outpaced the marketing of AI PCs, and what stakeholders must do to stay in the game. Whether you see it as a risk or an opportunity, this wave is not the future outlook. It's already here, right? Clients can access this report or book an analyst meeting at the link posted below. That is compliancestandards.com/BRYL. Again, compliancestandards.com/BRYL. Thank you for your time.